So write 0.9375 as a percent. So the first thing I'll point out is the percent always looks bigger than the number. That's not true. They are the same, but it looks bigger. So to change a number to a percent, we either multiply it by 100 or move the decimal over 2 spots to the right. And doing so would give us 93.75. So the percent looks bigger than the number, but they are the same. What is the sales tax on an item that costs $46 if the tax rate is 8%? Well, 8%, to change that then to a number, we would either divide it by 100 or move the decimal over 2 spots to the left. So 8 is the same thing with the 8 with a decimal after it. Move it 2 spots to the left. Have to put a 0 there. So 0.08. And then we're going to do 46 times 0.08. And $3.68. Write 1/4 of a percent as a fraction. Well, 1/4 of a percent, that sounds a little kind of tricky because we got a fraction. To change it to a number, we would divide it by 100. So we take 1/4 and we divide it by 100. Note that 100 is the same thing as 100 over 1. So we'll just turn that into a fraction. And to divide two fractions, we take the second fraction and flip it over, and then it becomes multiplication. So 1/4 times 100. 1 times 1 is 100, and 4 times 100 is 400. And the last one, 12 employees at a plant were sick on Monday. If the plant employs 360 people, what percent of the employees was sick on Monday? We're going to round to the nearest hundredths. So I would address this as a part over whole question, being equal to percent over 100. And the whole in this case is 360 because there's 360 employees and 12 of them are sick. And that's going to equal percent over 100. And I'm going to call that x over 100 because that's what we're trying to find. And then I'm going to delete the stuff here at the top to give myself a little bit of room. And to solve this, we would cross multiply. So I would do 12 times 100 is going to equal 360 times x. 12 times 100 is 1200. And 360 times x is 360x. And then we would divide that by 360 on both sides. I was getting my calculator if you're wondering what that pause was. And 1200 divided by 360 is 3.333333, and this kind of goes on forever. And it wants us to round it to the nearest hundredth, which is the second digit. It goes tenths and then hundredths. So I would take the number after it, which is a 3. It's less than 5, so I don't do anything with that 3 then. So our answer will be 3.33.